Alright folks, so this is my good spectrum, the one that I know works. So the time has come to bite the bullet and replace the capacitors in this. Uh, yeah, I bought this off eBay. It's boxed and it works perfectly, but it still has its original capacitors. So yeah, I'm gonna do all this off camera because I don't want the camera in my way. I'm just gonna take my time and try and do this without killing it. Uh, yeah, I'm extremely nervous because of the last one. Basically, the first Spectrum was dead before I tried it, so I don't think I did anything wrong there. You know, the capacitors weren't enough to save it. The second Spectrum, the one that Phil sent me, I still don't know if it was dead or not before I changed capacitors in it. So it could have been dead or it could have been something I did while changing the capacitors, although I didn't come across any problems that I noticed. You know, everything went smoothly. So I'm gonna do this with my good one now and keep your fingers crossed because I'm absolutely shitting myself doing this. If this doesn't work afterwards, then it's definitely something I have done. So I shall be back shortly and we'll see the results and where I have been successful or not. Okay, so I have finished replacing all the capacitors in this. Didn't have any problems again. Everything seems to go nice and smoothly. So I'm getting ready to plug this thing in and I'm reasonably nervous after the last couple. So I did notice that when I bought this, it had the AV mod done, but he hadn't installed a capacitor. He just brought a wire up and through, so I installed the decoupling capacitor and then just went round it, done all the rest of the capacitors. So let's plug it in here and keep your fingers crossed, because if this goes tits up, I basically am quitting modifying. Okay, it's plugged into the TV and the TV's on the correct channel. So here we go, the moment of truth. Happy days. Yo. Oh, I'm so happy. Yeah, I was extremely nervous turning this one on because this is the one that I can confirm did work before I started replacing the capacitors. So yeah, it seemed to be okay. Happy days. So I'll load up a game on it here and just check that everything's working okay. Alright, so I've loaded up Moon Cresta. No problem at all, loaded it from tape. So I'm just going to have a quick test here. One player, keyboard and number 6 to start the game. I don't even know what the keys are here, so I'll need to figure that out first. Okay, space is fire. Oops, he's quit the game. Z and X probably for left and right, I'm guessing. Shift and Z. Happy days, I'm happy with that. So really, I don't know what happened with the last two Spectrums. The first Spectrum died on me. I assume it was a capacitor had failed and has taken either the RAM or the CPU out, like I said. The second one, the one that Phil sent me, it was untested. Really, no matter what I'd done, I would have questioned it, because if I had plugged it in before I changed the capacitors, if I had just plugged it in and there was a problem with the RAM, then I would have questioned, should I have plugged it in? Did it have a dodgy capacitor that has taken out the RAM because I plugged it in? You know, so I would have questioned it that way. What I did was, you know, I didn't plug it in until after I had changed the capacitors, and there's a lower RAM fault in it. So I still don't know, was it like that before, or is it something I've done? So really, I'm sort of completely blind with it. The first one, I was there when it failed, and finally, third time lucky. Like I said, I knew this one was working before I tried it, or before I changed the capacitors. I knew it was fully working. So if it hadn't worked when I turned it on there, I would have known it was something I'd done. So that's it, guys. That is success at last. Yeah, when things don't go your way, you know, when you have problems like this, it makes you question your ability. It really does. But you just have to have confidence in yourself and try again. Sometimes things break. Sometimes you break things. It's not the first thing I would have broke. In the past, I have broke other things trying to fix them or trying to modify them. So yeah, it's trial and error. Practice makes perfect, as they say. I'm never going to be a full-on expert at this stuff, because A, I don't have the money for the equipment that I would need. B, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I'm quite good with my hands. I'm quite, dexterous that way. But when it comes to brain power, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I can barely form a sentence. And as I say about the Irish, we're not the smartest bunch. But yeah, I like to have a go. I like to try. So I'm feeling pretty good, as I'm sure you can tell. I'm feeling pretty good about this success of fixing this thing, because I was bricking it while I was fixing this, being extra careful. So that's it, as I said. Catch you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.